that will be ripe a little later. We'll be able to make jellies and stuff out of these too. So it's just fantastic to have a bunch of different varieties. It looks like we have a few cucumbers that are hiding under here too. So let's grab these fresh cukes. These look like the Socrates, one of my favorite ones. And I even see one up here. Actually, two up here. What a gift. Whoops. So you can see we've got the cucumbers growing next to the grapes. Pretty cool. And we always watch out and make sure Tuck's not eating any of the grapes or anything. He knows to go for some of the things like the cucumbers and stuff and not really go for the grapes as much. So we let him snack on the things that he really likes. He's not hungry just now though, but let's keep moving and grab a bunch of grapes real quick. So let's get a couple of these beautiful sets here. Take this. So we're gonna get enough to make a nice thing of jelly. We'll fill this bowl up. Come back up and grab some more here. I'll grab a couple sets at once. Take this one. We've got some really nice sets on the other side in the garden too. And then as we come around here, let's grab this set over here. When we peel this back, you can see, got some nice ones in there. And we try to pick up any of the grapes that do fall to make sure Tuck doesn't get them, but he just isn't interested in them. He'll smell them, but he never wants to snack on them. He's been in the garden since he was a pup, so he has a good idea of what he should and shouldn't eat. Right, boy? Let's keep moving, we got a lot more to get. Here's a spot where we have nice sets. It's so fun peeling that thing back and just, grapes. It's great. Let's get this one here. And let's get this one over there. Back here. And then let's get this big set right here. And then we'll go on the other side and grab some more. Oh, it's gonna be hard to get out. No. Good boy. See, that's not for you, boy. Look at that. Man, this bowl is filling up quickly. A lot of you always make fun of me. You say I gotta get a bigger bowl. Well, I'm not trying to carry around a huge bowl and carry 20 pounds of food around. I just want a smaller bowl and I just keep refilling it. That's why I stack up that table, and then at the end you guys can see everything I get. Let's keep moving though. I wanna go on the other side. Get some really nice ones in here. Before we enter though, let's get this baby. Look at that set. Let's get this one. Beautiful. And just take a peek through there. Look at that. That's what we love to see. We love to see it. This is one grapevine. One vine. We've got plenty more vines too. And our Concord seeded one is in the middle of the garden. That won't be ready till like October. Look at this. Man, you love to see it. All right, let's just grab these last couple sets and then move along because I don't want to turn this into a 25-minute grape harvest video. No, Tuck, no. See, look at him. He wants to sniff around and stuff, but he doesn't take anything. No. That looks like pretty much a full bowl of grapes. Let's move on to the next delicious fruit ready to harvest. I just dropped off the grapes. Now, let's grab some fresh Honey Crisp apples right here. Typically, these apples aren't ready till about October, but I want to show you something. You could pick these apples relatively early and they still have an amazing crisp, sweet flavor. Here is a Honey Crisp apple that I got at the store the other day. Look how green this thing is compared to that. So they're picking these apples. Here's the variety right here, Honey Crisp, when they're at this ripeness. This one's already riper than this one, and it has a lot of time to go. So we're gonna pick one of these apples, try them, and just basically see how delicious they are. Right here, let's cut this one off. It looks pretty good. Oh, look how beautiful the apple is. Pretty good shape to it, not even that small, for comparable for the size of the tree and how much fruit it actually has on it. So we'll grab a couple of these apples today. I want to shine it a little bit, show you it, and then we'll taste it. And Honey Crisp is my favorite tasting apple that there is. So to be able to try one fresh from my own garden, organic, I just can't wait. Let's shine this baby. Even Tuck's excited for this one, right, boy? This guy's having fun out here too. He wants to see the reaction to the apple. Here she is, shined up. So she looks a little more like this one, but still, look at the homegrown versus the store-bought. And this thing still has a lot of time to ripen. So when it's fully ripe in about October, it'll be more aromatic with more of a flowery, a stronger smell. Right now it's gonna be kind of tart. Oh, I can't wait. And they call these the Honeycrisp because of the incredible texture. By far, my favorite tasting apple that there is, and the best texture. You cannot compare to it. That's why they call it the crisp. Some apples are almost like mealy on the inside. The crisp on this thing is just incredible. That's why they're called the Honeycrisp. Take another look. You can see it's not starchy at all. That's how we want it. So we'll grab a couple of these today, and then we'll just stagger our harvest so we can extend it and eat them over a longer period of time instead of just getting all the apples at once. Let's keep harvesting. This raised bed right here, I know we've got some fresh cucumbers in here, like right here. This one's like about as ripe as I want them to be. Anything past that would be a little too far. Let's grab this. I know we have some peppers on the cusp too, the Jimmy Nardellos. So when it comes to the peppers, like these ones, I like to grab these a little early because if you grab your peppers early, it'll continue to produce more flowers, so you'll get more production later in the season. So we'll grab just a few of those little peppers there. The Criollo de Cocinas have not colored up yet, so we'll still give them a little bit of time. But I got a lot of cucumbers ready over here. This has been an incredibly productive fence line for me. So this little trellis area, if you remember back in the spring, I was growing a lot of peas in this section. And then after those finished, we put the cucumbers in. So now we're getting good production with the cucumbers. Another one down here. And then we've been growing some of the white cucumbers. This one's far past, but still pretty cool looking. So we'll add some of those. Looks like Tuck found one of our Jimmy Nardello peppers. So he didn't want a cucumber earlier. He wants one of the peppers, so he's probably getting a little sick of the cucumbers now that we're at this time of the year. He said, let's switch it up. Let's get something a little sweet. Let's hit up one of the Jimmy Nardellos. Let me get a couple more cucumbers that I'll grab here. Like, let's get this one up top. Back here. And then let's get this one. This is a pretty big one over here. Oh, looks like there was two hiding. What a gift. And then I want to show you an eggplant that's over here too, as we put this in. So we've got so many cucumbers. I've got an eggplant over here that I'm going to harvest a little later, but it still needs a little more time. And then in a little while, I've got a bunch of different kinds of eggplants I'm going to show you. Some cool looking ones, but this one's still got a little bit of time. I believe this is the Rosa Bianca. I love the way this looks. And then in the other raised bed, we've got some peppers that are doing real well. So these ones just need a little bit of time. Right here. Some massive ones too. We've got some of the Golden Wonder peppers, and I've even got some of the huge Gilboa oranges. And look at these peppers over here. So as we see, and back here, look how productive this one is. Oh my gosh. As we can see, we're gonna have a huge pepper harvest soon. One thing I want to do is bring you into the back corner of the garden. This is a section that I don't show you a lot, but we have some yellow squash that are ready. I believe they're called the 49ers. And then we have some cantaloupes that are just on the cusp of being ready too. Let's go check those out. Let's move our way through the food forest and grab some yellow squash back here. As you can see, we've got so many squash and different kind of watermelons and cantaloupes and stuff growing. What I like to do is plant them in this thin strip, the bed I built, and then I let them trellis all along the ground. Because I have wood chips on the ground though, it makes it so that my fruit won't rot on me, which is really good. Here's the 49er squash. Look at the color. Look at that. Look at the brightness of that. It's just stunning, if you ask me. Absolutely beautiful. And then we've got another one over here. Let's grab this one. It's very small, but we're still gonna get it so that it keeps producing more squash. This will be really sweet. These small ones are so good. The small ones are ones you can even eat like raw because they're so sweet and so delicious. And check this right here. Here's the cantaloupe that's gonna be ripening a little later. I can't pronounce the name, so I'll put it in the video. And then we've got another one back here. And then we have these small little watermelons forming too. Fantasy watermelon. So we've got a few different kinds of watermelons. The sugar cube watermelon. Nothing that takes too long, but let's keep moving because we got more stuff to grab. Let's keep going. We've got a lot more stuff to harvest. Let's grab some of these tomatoes right here in the pallet raised bed with the beautiful zinnias poking through. The pink zinnias, the orange zinnias. It just looks great. We've got the pink bumblebee. Let's grab some of these. Pretty cool looking tomato. Not the best flavor, but this is what it looks like when it's super ripe. It has a beautiful color. Look at that. Striking. Absolutely striking. And then we've got some sweet treats. Let's grab a few of these. These are delicious ones, and these are good late into the season. I did just do a video on tomatoes if you guys want to see that. Keep grabbing some more on this side. The Rosella. This one's producing really well for me, even though it is getting some of the splitting and some of the fruit. So, kind of reminds me of the Sun Gold Cherry, how it splits like that. So we've got a lot of these to grab. Look at this set right above me here. Ooh, I'm not gonna grab everyone on camera because my hands just aren't quick enough. And then here's the Esterina cherry. I was calling it the Esternia, but that's probably because I guess I can't read. So this one's the Esterina cherry. And look at these. Ooh. So, you know, I like switching the colors too. I want the yellow next to the red, next to the purple, next to the pink. It just, anything to get me out here more. I love being out here. And Tuck loves being out here with me. So let's drop some of these down. And you can start to see some of the colors coming together. Beautiful.